I'm Lexi, this is my mother, Christy, and my father, Jeff.
So, tell us about your daughter.
I would say that Lexi is a very special person, and I'm sure that every parent would say that about their child, but she has those ways of showing us above and beyond. Lexi right now is a freshman at Hamilton, and she's taking all honors classes. Prior to going into high school, she was homeschooled for 2 years. We had her tested, and she actually was tested at 10th grade, 3rd month, but instead we kept her as a freshman so she could have all 4 years. She's doing amazingly well with all of her grades. We just had first grades.
Yeah, high school can be pretty hard, but there's a lot of tutoring, so it helps out a lot. And you just have to get enough courage to go to a teacher and be like, help me, please.
Take this opportunity just to thank her for staying out of trouble. So I have to throw thanks back to her family and her teachers, for the most part, that keep her full of knowledge and give her the opportunity to waste her life away studying endless hours, which in the end will pay off.
I think we have a lot to be proud of Lexi. Last year, ever since she was little, she always wanted to compete for Miss Teen USA. And last year, she had her first chance. She turned 14, the day before the cutoff was. So she was the youngest contestant to compete ever for the whole pageant. And she ended up walking away last year with the best interview. So that was amazing for her to do. And we're getting ready for her to compete again next year. She still holds the title as Miss Central Arizona Teen. To be in the contestant, it takes a lot of money, so she does a lot of the fundraising on her own. She also does a lot of charity work. She puts in a lot of time and effort, but I think it definitely pays off at the end.
And what college does she want to go to?
Go to NYU to help pursue my career in acting and modeling.
And I've been told that you've already done some modeling and acting, right?
Yeah. Done a movie, a short film, and then I've done a commercial and a couple of runways.
And you're going to be in a horror movie.
Yeah. Well, I'm supposed to be this teen that kills the killer at the very end, who's like 6'2" or something, and 240 pounds, and then they're doing another movie, and I'm going to be the killer in that one.
Oh, nice.
I think Lexi will do a good job in whatever she chooses to do, because although she's only 14, she is a lot different than most 14-year-olds. She stays out of trouble. She's very grounded. She's very headstrong. She's an all-around athlete. She plays volleyball, softball, and basketball. She's been team captain for 2 or 3 years in a row. She's got MVPs. We've gone to tournaments where the coaches that are at the tournaments will pick one player from all the teams as their MVP, and she's been able to receive that award a few times. So when Lexi does something, she just puts her mind to it and gives everything that she can. And I think she also, the main thing about Alexis is she has a good faith. She takes her Christianity very seriously, so that keeps her, I think, not only doing the right things, but it's like funny to watch her friends, because like if they accidentally say a swear word, they'll look at her and they're like, sorry, Lexi, So she keeps a good ground of friends, and always does what, if she sets her mind to something, she'll do it. And she's got such an amazing heart to other people. Like when she was playing sports, if there would be a girl on the team that wasn't very, very good, it was her first year trying out, Lexi would be the first person after practice, after a 2.5-hour practice, that would stay and work with that girl or meet with her on the weekends. And she's good. She's got a great heart. She's like the one that'll cry the most tears if like an animal dies, or like the other day she was at school. I totally have to tell you about this. She was at school 2 days ago, and she was in her 5th hour, and one of the kids in our classroom had a seizure, and everybody didn't know what was going on, and so a lot of the kids were laughing or whatever, and she kind of realized that this kid's in a lot of trouble. So the teacher actually had stepped away out of the classroom to go take some papers to the office, so she wasn't even in there. So Lexi saw what was going on and knew that he needed help, and she was the first one to run out there and go track some of the other teachers down to come and help him. So that's just her. She just always does that.
First door was locked, and I sat there and just pounded on it, and the teachers just ran out. What's wrong? Seizure, help boy. No words.
I'd just say she's very determined. And I think if she knows she has a weak spot, she tries even harder to build on that to where it isn't a weakness for her. So in that aspect, I think she's pretty well-rounded in everything she does. So
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Very good.